Mado Ajaja, the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite, and the anchor of Nigeria Now and Global Matters Arising on ONN. I hope you guys are doing great. Great day here in Houston, Texas, United States of America. Yes, sunny, beautiful, cool, not hot. Very good. I think we are getting closer to the fall section of the year. I don't know what it is wherever you are. I believe everything's going good and you are off to a great start for a new week. Yes, yes, yes. Nigerians, how are you doing? My African brothers and sisters all over the world, how are you doing? My viewers, watchers, subscribers, followers, and all those who support our mission, we thank you. And I'm so happy to report the phenomenal growth that we are recording, especially on YouTube. It couldn't have been possible without you. So we thank all our returning subscribers and members, and we are appealing, that you become members and also can grow our community. We have a lot to accomplish. We need a lot of resources to make that happen. As we speak, my country, Nigeria, is in turmoil. I wish we had a United Nation that is working, and I wish we had an African Union that works, and I wish we had an ECOWAS that is working. I wish we have uh, an Africa that is united, for the purpose, for the benefit of its own people. But that's part of our work. That's part of our work. So much is taking place everywhere in Africa, especially Nigeria, the most populous African country on earth. I had a message about something different to share with you today, especially here in the United States where I live. But every time I'm about to do something different, this issue of Nigeria will come up. Nigeria is in a serious trouble, in a real serious trouble. The insecurity in Nigeria is second to none on earth. It is troubling. And that if we allow Nigeria to explode, Somalia will be a child's play. And this is why we are raising this alarm, especially for the African people. Especially for the African people. Yes, especially for the African people to wake up and then knowing, with well, let me say, a forewarning or an understanding that because of the size of Nigeria, if anything happens to Nigeria, I tell you, the whole of Africa will nearly go down. Yes, within the first 6 months because of the humanitarian disaster in Nigeria that goes down will bring upon. There will be no West Africa anymore. Yeah, and then when there is no West Africa, half of Africa is gone. And the effect of that will multiply until the continent is engulfed. So it is better we prevent it now. But do we have the mechanism to do that? Now, before I continue, let me share this. Let me send this message to Bola Tinubu, under whose watch all these are taking place. Hopeless. You have no reason to continue to hold this Nandekano in captivity. Let him go now and don't let him die in custody because the consequences will be grave. Thank you. I am the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite and the anchor of Nigeria Now and Global Matters Arising at ONN. This is a message to Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, do not continue to play God because you are not the Almighty God. listen to the voice of reason. The issue of Nnamdi Kanu has eventually hit the national conscience. It's no longer Nnamdi Kanu and Iboma. It's now about Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience and a captive of the corrupt and morally bankrupt Nigerian system that brought you to power. And I hope you know that that system is rumbling ahead of its dismantling. So it is in your best interest to let him go and let him go unconditionally. He was kidnapped. He was not arrested. He was kidnapped the same way Umaru Diko was kidnapped in 1984 in London by the same Muhammadu Buhari. Yes. He kidnapped him because of the morbid hate that the Nigerian system has for the Igbo people. The Nigerian system driven by Fulani elites and some of their collaborators from especially the Southwest, from where you come. And you are one of those. Yes. Now, that young man must not die in your custody. I tell you this, Nnamdi Kanu must not die in your custody. If he dies in your custody, the consequences are better imagined. So listen to what everybody is telling you now. You see, Nigerians from all across Nigeria are now becoming troubled by the continued detention of this young man who did nothing. If Shekau can be in the street still killing Nigerians indiscriminately, and the other one who has been killing Nigerians in Castina, your security agencies are sitting down and negotiating with him. Why are you playing a pharaoh and have continued to hold a man who did something in captivity? Now, what explanation are you going to give? Who did nothing. For freeing 175 mostly deadly criminals, including those who were prosecuted and jailed for selling drugs in commercial quantity. Mr. Bola Tinubu, a woman who murdered her husband, capital that is supposed to be facing capital punishment, and many others who murdered people. You set them free. On what ground did you do so? And you are holding a man who did nothing. This is not an appeal. I don't know why anybody is appealing to you. And I don't know why some people are staging a protest, marching to Aso Rock to do what? And a lot of people are building political capital out of this. This is a matter of conscience. Do you really have conscience? If you could give clemency to those who wrecked their state treasuries and rendered unborn generations hopeless, you have no reason to continue to hold this Nnamdi Kanu in captivity. Let him go now and don't let him die in custody, because the consequences will be grave. Thank you. Yes, that was my message to uh, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the rogue president of Nigeria. who came to power with the support of the masterminds of terrorism. And the very single reason he cannot fight terrorism. Now I'm going to show you the latest of what is taking place in Nigeria to tell you how much Nigeria has been taken overrun. If you love Nigeria, it's time to show. This is Nigeria right now. You see all these many motorcycles. They all have AK-47 hanging over their shoulders. In the heart of Nigeria, in the city of Nigeria, do you see policemen over there? Do you see any soldiers? Yes, that is a place in Katsina state of Nigeria, the north of Nigeria. This is Nigeria right now. Lawless. Lawless. Yes, this is Nigeria. This is Nigeria this minute. Is all of them armed? Where are they going? These people will go into an elementary school and cut away all the children there. They now have the audacity to assault army barracks. Yeah, the network is not very friendly on this phone. But I want you to get the full message, full feel of what is taking place in Nigeria. Hey, fellas, how are you? Yes. These are Fulanis. These are Fulanis. Armed by Fulani elites to destroy and overrun Nigeria. These are Fulanis. They are speaking Hausa, but they are not Fulani. They are not Hausa people. These are Fulanis. They are killing houses. They are killing Nigerians. They are bombing churches. They are bombing mosques. They are occupying villages. They are occupying farmlands. They rape women. They rob the people. They kidnap innocent and defenseless citizens for ransom. They impose taxation on them inside Nigeria, inside the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yes, a country that is supposed to have a government. And this tells you that Nigeria has no government. Yes, the word. I decided to show you this. Yes, this is Nigeria. This is happening right inside Nigeria. Katsina state of Nigeria. Terrorists. They are not hiding. They are not hiding. Do you see that? They are not hooded. They are out. They are on a mission. And the mission is to capture Nigeria. Yes. You see them? Yes. Look at what they are doing. Yes. That's Nigeria. That is Nigeria. So if you are joining us for the very first time, we welcome you. Thank you very much for joining us. We we welcome you heartily, and for our returning subscribers, we thank you for the support that you have given us so far, and we will need some more support. We need you to do us a favor. The situation that we are dealing with is very, very serious, very, very serious. So what we expect you to do is to share this live stream so it can get to as many people as possible. Nigeria is in a dire danger. This is not a joke. I wish we had a functioning United Nations. I wish we had a functioning African Union. I wish we had a functioning ECOWAS. Now the situation is so bad that it is to your tent, O Israel, for the people of Nigeria. Our women are being raped indiscriminately. Our people are being kidnapped for ransom. Our farmers are not able to access their farms. So there is food insecurity in Nigeria. Yes. And the source of this problem we know. But nobody seems able or ready to do anything. The armed forces of Nigeria is gone. Yes, the only time the armed forces of Nigeria becomes operational, work effectively, if it they are going to invade the southeast of Nigeria where the Igbos are, or the Niger Delta, the hub of oil production that drives the economy of Nigeria. So you see the lawlessness in Nigeria under the watch of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and in the midst of all this, Nigerians will tell me that they are preparing for an election. How will an election solve this? The amount these people are mercenaries. They are all over Nigeria. They are everywhere inside Nigeria. They are everywhere inside Nigeria. They have taken positions. They are waiting for a go to take over Nigeria. They have significantly weakened the people. They've scared the people. But the only thing left for the people is to fight back in self-defense. How long? And I talked to those who claim they are Southerners. Yes, Southerners, Southern Nigeria. Where the politicians there steal all the money, take everything and put in their pocket. They give pittance to young little kids to be promoting them on the social media. But the Fulani elites in the political class in Nigeria, they arm the young people there with dangerous weapons, illegally acquired. You saw them waiting them. Yes, because they are on a mission, and the mission is well understood. The mission is to seize Nigeria. Yes, to finish the work of Osman Fodio, who launched a jihad in 1804 that took land from the Hausa people, that enslaved the Hausa people. As of this year, it will be 221 years since the Hausa people came under the subjugation of Fulani elites. They want to expand that mission because that is the vision of their founding father, Osman Fodio. Anytime they are in power, they advance that cause. When they are in power, directly or every policy is towards the Fulanization of Nigeria. It's not about religion. It's about land grabbers, those who are looking for a place to build their Fulani nation. And that, what is it called? Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows this. But they came behind him, the Fulani elites. They control all our strategic institutions, including the Nigerian armed forces. They were the ones who used the army to scare the people of Nigeria to the extent that Nigerians cannot raise their fingers in protests. When they come out, they deploy the army. The army that you did not see deployed here. The army that only is good as killing Igbos, killing the Niger Deltans. Yes. So these people are in cahoots with elites from some other parts of the country, especially the southwest of Nigeria. The southwest of Nigeria. They are elites. Some of their elites are complicit with what is destroying Nigeria. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a huge beneficiary. He did not win an election. Months and weeks leading into that election, a lot of things started happening. That's why the demand for the Igbos to leave Lagos heightened. Yes, it heightened. They used violence. They started burning down their markets, burning down their shops. Yes, demanding that they leave their own country. Yes, because perhaps they were not immediately born in Lagos. So some people start claiming the ownership of Lagos. As we speak right now, there is a policy directed targeting the Igbos, destroying their property because they want them to live by all means and at all costs. Yes, that is supposed to be one Nigeria for all of us. And these criminals you are seeing in Funtua, in Katsina State, they will come to Lagos and murder people. The drivers of the southwest of Nigeria will not raise a finger. They don't condemn that. Yes, that is the type of Nigeria we have. The, the Oba of Lagos, how hateful he is against the Igbos. He started an operation that targeted the Igbos during the election that brought this idiot to power. Yes, the idiot we don't know anything about. We don't know anything about his parents. We don't know anything about his schools attended. Yes, we don't know anything about his work history. It's like a mystery man, that jumped upon Nigeria. And we are all silent as he's serially destroying the country. And everybody now lives in fear. The intelligentsia, the intellectuals from Nigeria are all in hiding. All they are in cahoot with what is taking place. You see, a tenured professor will wake up to come and be making a case for the re-election of a thief, the re-election of a drug dealer convicted here in the United States, and who paid restitution of nearly 500,000 US dollars for selling drugs in commercial quantities that killed a lot of Americans. America, where are you? This is the time for you to come to the aid of Nigeria. This man sold drugs in Gary, Indiana. He sold drugs between Chicago, Illinois, and Gary, Indiana. He destroyed thousands of American lives and families. You let him go instead of putting him behind bars. You collected money from him, and then he returned to Nigeria. He became a senator. From being a senator, he became a two-term governor of the richest state in Nigeria. As we speak, this man owes more than one and omega. He's a god. Who he says should die, we die. Whoever he says should be governor will be governor. Yes, this monster that is operating in Nigeria. Yes, and is doing this in tandem with the corrupt Fulani elites, whose mission has always been to violently take over Nigeria. So this is why the security apparatus in Nigeria is not working. This is why when Nigerians are murdered, the police will not investigate and they are gone. This is why these people wake up in motorcycles. Their ancestors came on horsebacks, but now they come in motorcycles, armed with AK-47. They come to villages, violate them, take over the village, sack the people, kill as many as they want. They occupy the homes, and everywhere they lay their hands on, they never give them back anymore. The security agencies are complicit. They put Islam into it. They put religion into it. They see Nigerians being murdered, and they join them in the murdering spree. And nobody does anything. Nobody, as we see, since 2005, when we started having this problem of terrorism in Nigeria. None, 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 no mastermind, no terrorist has been apprehended and made to face justice. None, none. They roam free. They had the audacity, with the help of Yusuf Bichi, who was the director of DSS at the time. They invaded the largest prison in Nigeria that was housing some Boko Haram members. Yes, they invaded and operated in that prison for 3 hours, released all their members, carted them away. Yes, there was no presence of the police, there was no presence of the army, there was no presence of the DSS, there was no presence of anybody. And they successfully conducted this operation. The Attorney General then, Abubakar Malami, yes, was behind them. He provided the legal framework that insulated them against prosecution. Yes, and we are there. DSS director, Yusuf Bichi, was there. So he can't say that he did not see the intelligence report or he don't have any intelligence for knowledge of what they were about to do. He did not report to anybody. And that man still had his position until Buhari was gone. Yes. Can you imagine? What a country. The chiefs of army, all the security agencies, they keep quiet. And I see one of them who's come from my place, the former chief of defense staff, Lucky Irabo. After all that, the worst chief of defense staff ever to have come out of Nigeria. A coward who had the opportunity to stop Bola Ahmed Tinubu from becoming president as a patriotic duty, something that they owed Nigeria. He could not muster his colleagues for that 1 minute to say, no, we are not going to allow this, like the Egyptian armed forces did when Mubarak wanted to stay more than necessary. They kept quiet and allowed the people do what they were supposed to do. But in Nigeria, they used the armed forces, and my brother Lucky Rabo was there. Now he launched a book last week or 2 weeks ago. That's what they do, complaining. What he did not complain at then he started complaining after he was retired, and giving bodyguards, given uh, bulletproof vehicles. So he's enjoying his loot, and now he wrote a book. Who is going to read this nonsense? And all the criminals, bandits, all came to launch his books. When I mean bandits, there are bandits who are politicians who go to the National Assembly and do nothing. There are bandits who are driving the uh, private sector. Yes, bandits, because they are more interested in what they make off of Nigeria, not interested in talking. You see, have you ever heard Dangote talk about the insecurity in Nigeria? You will never hear him speak because he's benefiting from it. Have you ever heard Tony Elumelu say anything about the insecurity in Nigeria? You will never hear him say anything. Do you hear Jim Ovia say anything about the insecurity in Nigeria? No, they will not, because they are benefiting. Do you hear Femi Otedola say anything about the insecurity in Nigeria? They will not. Do you hear Adenoga say anything about the insecurity in Nigeria? No. These are criminals. They are benefiting from the spilling of the blood of our people. Their businesses, their interest, their money is much more important to them than the lives of our people. Do you hear them? They are citizens. They are aspiring to become the richest people on earth. Dangote said is the richest man in Africa. Off of what? How did he make his money? He is not the hardest working Nigerian. He made his money through an insider trading system directed by the Fulani elites. Yes, they will create loopholes for him. Round tripping, that's how all of them made their money. Not through hard work. They give them foreign exchange to do their business. They convert it and start selling it. They give money to the people on the streets to sell. And then they be raking a lot of money inside. That's how all of them made money. It's not because they work hard. And then when we come, they say, okay, he has now the biggest refinery in the world. Right? Thank you very much. What happened to Nigeria's own refinery? Four refineries had to go down for its own to emerge. Yes, they destroyed the all the Nigerian refineries. How can four refineries not be working? Yes, and you are telling me some people, because they don't know simple economics. They don't know the undercurrent of what is taking place. How Dangote became so rich. No, he didn't become rich because he was a hard worker. Obasanjo started it. He gave the economy to him. He insulated him against competition. Yeah, he hates competition. Nobody competes. Yes, how can a country thrive economically without people competing? Yeah, for pricing and allowing the market forces determine prices of commodity. Anything he likes, he will say that is the cost, and you have to buy. Yes. What happened to Ibeto Cement? Yeah, the man who was doing cement business, and then there was competition. Dangote did not like it. He went to Obasanjo, this crooked Obasanjo that people celebrate. They don't know how criminal he is. Obasanjo had to destroy Ibeto's cement for Dangote to emerge. All right. Now he has seized the entire economy. That is dangerous. Yes, that is dangerous. That is why they will not support the kind of person I am. That is why they will not line behind me because I present a threat. My message is to liberate the people and make them start thinking like normal human beings and then start asking questions about what is happening to their country. They are the ones who made these bandits possible. They are the ones responsible for this criminality. How can a country run like this? How can a country run like this? Why should a country run like this? These are terrorists. When you say terrorism, these are the terrorists. Fulani elite sponsored. They are destroying our country. Yes. Do you hear them? They are destroying our country. Yes. These are the ones that the Fulani elite used to scare our people. Our farmers are not able to go to their farms. And now there's hunger in the land of Nigeria. Hunger that should not be. Nigeria is a very fertile land. 99% of its land surface are arable. We are not supposed to be hungry the way we are. Yes, you want to see? I can show you some pictures of what is going on. How young little kids survive in Nigeria today. Yes, most of the times we are broke supporting people. How many are we going to support? Yes, the more you support, the more they come. Young girls who have children, they are not able to feed their children. They now video themselves and send them their naked pictures. They will tell you whatever you can give to us, please. Well, my children are starving. I have no food. Yes, our young boys are, are trekking, are leaving the country in droves to countries that are worse than Nigeria. They trek across the Sahara Desert to make it to Libya. When they get to Libya, those Libyans will start selling them as slaves. They molest them sexually. They kill some of them. And those who are able to escape go through the wild Mediterranean and then end up being drowned in that sea, very violent sea. Those who make it, they make it into Italy, they make it into Malta, and they are welcome to concentration camps where they are treated like less than human, fed dog food because they can't work. They have no immigration papers to work. They beg and stay in the camps. And before you know it, they start living the life of criminality. These are children who come from a country that has everything but leadership. A country whose leadership does not care about its people, about the young people, about the future of the country. This is our country. This is Nigeria. All these you are seeing are terrorists. Where they are going, somebody said that they are the entourage of a councilman, a councillor in Nigeria, has all this. A councillor, not even a state governor, a councillor who is a bandit, who is a terrorist. These are his men in a country that is lawful. These people are only God knows. I know the United States what it will be. Yeah. So people go and do whatever they like in Nigeria now and go unpunished. How long are we going to continue this type of country? This is not the Nigeria I want to see. This this is not the Nigeria I was born in. Something is wrong. The country is collapsing. The country has become lawless. The country has descended into an abyss under the watch of Bola Tinubu. Yes. So how are we going to get out of this? How are we going to get out of this? So now these politicians, they arm innocent children. They put arms, dangerous weapons in their hands. These young men are trigger happy. All right. Now the country has lost its soul. The country has derailed. Who can help us? Who can help us? We can't look in the direction of the United Nations because it doesn't exist. All right, just last month, every country came there to run, their leaders came to run their mouths and then it's over. That jamboree is over. So much said, but nothing will be done. Yes, in a world, in a world that has become increasingly competitive, where people are competing for resources, the United Nations exists for these permanent members of the Security Council who use their influence to create confusion around the world. They don't solve any problem. The United African Union is the worst. They exist. It's a puppet organization. Yes, that cannot have not been able to achieve anything except when Emperor Haile Selassie, Kwame Nkrumah, and all that were there as foundation members. The progress of the African Union died with the exit of these great men. So the next generation and subsequent generations of leaders have been failing Africa and the African people. So it is time for us to rethink. How are we going to disarm these people without causing bloodshed? The way it is right now, the only thing, the only way out, the way it's looking right now, is an armed struggle in Nigeria. Yes. Why should we have this type of government that cannot bring about law and order? And then when the administration of justice in Nigeria is so warped, so warped. Justice only happens when an Igbo man is concerned. That is why they are holding Nnamdi Kanu in prison. And the only thing he did was ask questions about this that is happening. Why is it that some people are untouchable in Nigeria? That was the only question he asked. And then, not knowing that he was stepping on the toes of those who survived by holding Nigeria hostage. We cannot continue Nigeria this way. Me, I don't want to be a part of this Nigeria. Whatever needs to be done must be done. So, the people of Nigeria, we have been telling you, you go to sleep over everything. You keep praying. Jesus is not coming. He will never come to save Nigeria. Never. If you are waiting for Jesus to come and then you don't want to do your own part to save Nigeria, you will wait forever. Because that same Jesus, from what we hear about what they say in the Bible, yes, yes, even the Bible is being used against the Nigerian people to repress Nigeria. Look at the criminals holding Nigeria hostage. You see them in their turbans. Yes, look at what they turned Nigeria into. Nigeria is dying. See, Nigeria is lying down, unconscious, right there. The country is down, about gone, completely gone. Yeah, here it is. This is Nigeria. Great country with everything in it. We must save Nigeria. We must save Nigeria. What do? You are a tribalist, right? Yes, you are a tribalist. Okay? What has your tribe done for you? Absolutely nothing. Now, today you are a Yoruba person. Insecurity is heightening in Yoruba land. The other day, the Amatekun commander was sprayed with bullets. All right? Bola Tinubu is president. Was he anywhere to be found? No. He has lost control of the country. So get out of your tribal cocoon. Let us save Nigeria. That's the only way. If we don't save that country, now, if we don't do anything to save Nigeria, that country will be gone. And there'll be nothing. All right? You will be slaves in that country. The only thing is to wake up. Look at Tunde Bakari, the biggest liar. All right? The other day, he keeps on, it's very amphoteric. Yeah. The worst man of God. More than is man of Satan. Look at him saying that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was sent by God. This man used 150 million contributed by church members to go and buy a presidential election form. All right. He claimed that he was going to be number 7 after Buhari. The election came and went. Where is he? And now he keeps on reeling out false prophecies. Look at a freedom fighter that is being held in jail, Nnamdi Kanu. He only asked a question: why is Nigeria like this? Why can't we do it better? That's why they kidnapped him and put him in jail. So terrorists, look at the kingpin of terrorism in Nigeria. Yes, so it's Fulani terror that claims he's the Sultan of Sokoto. Nigerians know him. You cannot win terrorism, war against terrorism without holding the masterminds accountable. Here's one of them. right here. Can we say that we don't know? We don't know, right? So, Nigerians, you have been running away, shying away from this reality, especially the young Nigerians, young people from Nigeria. They keep running away. They saw the Nepalese youths when they got angry with the political class in their country. They rose up. They rose up and took their country. Hey, Samuel Sake, how are you? Badra Lo, thank you very much for joining. Again, if you are joining us for the very first time, please subscribe to our channel to help us grow. Like this stream, please like this stream. You know, if you love what you are hearing, if you love the truth that we are speaking, you know, put your hands on the like button and just click like. It doesn't take a lot to do so, and that you're liking our stream will help YouTube, you know, recommend us to more people, and that way we'll continue to grow. So please do and share our message as far and as widely as possible because we want the world to hear this message about what is taking place inside Nigeria. You hear about Nigeria, Nigeria, Nigeria. You don't know what is taking place. They lied to you about the state of security in Nigeria. No, Nigeria is most unsafe. Nigeria is most unsafe, and it's not an investor's destination right now. I feel so sad to say that because it takes a lot to do business in an insecure environment. So we have to, if the world is serious, that's the reason I'm calling America, calling Russia, calling China, all right, calling all those who claim that they are permanent members of the Security Council that exclude Africa and the voice of Africa. I wish if they had an African voice, there would be an African making noise within the Permanent Security Council setting, asking them about, telling them about what is taking place in Nigeria so we can avoid another Rwanda. We can avoid another Rwanda. The United Nations saw what was playing out before Rwanda caught fire. They turned their face elsewhere, and the country was wiped out. Yes, and the same thing is about to happen in Nigeria. It's about to happen in Nigeria. You cannot say that you have not been told. You cannot say that you don't know. The United States, you cannot say that you don't know. China cannot say that it does not know. France cannot say, France is in the midst of it, you know, those who want to destroy Africa. Yes, France cannot say. Britain, another imperial cohort of imperialism, they are there. You are all seeing it. What are you doing? What is your United Nations doing? Your United Nations, not ours, because we are not represented. We don't have a say. We are not there to speak about what is taking place in our continent. Yes, but you are now being told before it gets out of control, which is, I bet, what some of you want, because it will benefit your own economy. It will benefit your arms industry because we'll be importing arms and ammunition from you to kill our people, speed the blood of our people. Now it's time for you to wake up and use your conscience. And I want to warn you, all of you, that insecurity in Nigeria will be a serious global trouble. Yes. Remember, I want to remind the United States, remember about Mutala, the Christmas bomber. Yes. Remember, he was from Nigeria. He was from Nigeria, from the north of Nigeria. He was armed with explosive to blow up your jetliner to destroy America and say Allahu Akbar. Now it's time. Do this preemptively. Save the world. Save your own land from the exploitation of terrorists because they are that is a hub now. Nigeria is a recruiting ground for terrorist activities. So wake up, join us to set that country free. Join us. Ted Cruz, we're hearing you saying that Christians were being murdered in Nigeria. But that is not the true case. But the truth is that the Fulanis want to destroy Nigeria. The Fulanis are killing Nigerians. That is what is happening. That is what you would have put it because they are responsible for the terrorism going on in Nigeria. They are the ones doing ethnic cleansing. They have killed a lot of houses. They have faced the people in the middle belt. They are in everywhere in the country, in the south, in the east, and everywhere. They have a mission. So that is where we need the help. It's not about Christians and Muslims, because they are killing Muslims too. They are not just killing Christians. They are going to a mosque to bomb the mosque. They are beheading Muslims. They are kidnapping Muslims. They are raping Muslims. They are taking. The Hausa people are mostly Muslims. Are they not Muslims? So why did you twist it to be like this Christian? Ted Cruz, yeah, you should be more responsible in that area. Now I am explaining it to you as a Nigerian, yeah, who comes from Nigeria. It's not about religion. It's not about Christian and Muslim. It's about land grabbing by the Fulanis. They are the reason Nigeria is where it is right now. They are responsible for the hell Nigeria is descending into. So if you want the United States to get involved without expecting anything back, as usual. Let America get involved as a global peacemaker so we can end this thing before it gets out of hand. This is what we expect of you. And then not a Christian thing. No, it's not a Christian thing. Is a Nigerian ethnic cleansing by a minority group in Nigeria, armed inordinately because they control the country's armed forces. They are in charge of all the strategic institutions. How they did it, I don't know. I wish I was there when there were the policies that led these people into doing what they are doing today. Was yeah, but I have been operating from the outside. But now it's going. We are getting to a very dangerous part of this whole thing. And I would hate that happened. I would hate that we will resort to an armed struggle to free Nigeria. I would hate, I hate, I would hate to say that. I would hate to be a part of that. Yes, because that is not what it ought to be. We are supposed to be a progressive country. Our country became independent in 1960, but the independence of Nigeria means absolutely nothing. It has been hellish. It has been a divisive country. It has been a divided country. 6 years after independence, the country went up in flame, created by these same people, yes, whose mission is to seize the entire West African sub-region. The country went up into flame. And when the flame was over, flame supported by Imperial Europe, led by Britain, yes, over 6 million Nigerians perished. Over 6 million Nigerians perished. A significant part of our oil resources was committed to fighting a stupid genocide orchestrated by Fulani elites. And they are about to create another one. You saw the picture. So scary. Are you seeing this? The people of the world. Are you seeing this? This is scary. This should not be happening in an African country. Not now. Not now. Not an Africa that is supposed to be free. This is what we are dealing with right now. Yes. Who wants this? Yes. Nobody wants this for his country. No, I don't even want it for my enemy. I don't want it for my enemy. Welcome to blackspeed.com. Yes. You don't want it for your enemy. This is Nigeria right now. We cannot we cannot afford a Nigeria that will be on fire. So whatever the world can do right now, yeah, we can use that help and prevent the country from getting into what destroyed Somalia. Yes, Nigeria is fast becoming Somalia. And if you look at the size of Nigeria and the population of Nigeria and the refugee crisis that will arise if Nigeria breaks down, it's better imagined. This is Nigeria. Terrorists coming out, both face. Yes, brandishing AK-47. Where are they going? Yes, they are non-state actors. They are not Nigerian soldiers. They are terrorists in Katsina State, north of Nigeria. Yes. So what do you think? What do you think? Are you not scared? Are you not concerned about Nigerians, and the future of Nigeria? Are you a Nigerian watching this? Do you see your country? Are you one of the youths writing nonsense in support of politicians from the south of Nigeria? Those who go to the National Assembly with their mouth closed, but except getting paid off to allow this type of thing to continue to happen in their country. You make a case for them. What kind of a country is this? This is not. This is not a country. Yes, this is Nigeria. This is Nigeria. This is Federal Republic of Nigeria. Terrorists have taken over the country. Bandits have taken over the country. And we are out there doing nothing. Yes, we are out there doing nothing. And we pretend that everything is okay. We still go to church. Yes, this is a warning to Bola Tinubu. You are pushing Nigeria to the brink. Yes. Let Nnamdi Kanu go now. Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, do not continue to play God. He's playing God. He doesn't. He's not even in charge. The Almighty God. Listen to the voice of reason. The issue of Nnamdi Kanu has eventually hit the national conscience. It's no longer Nnamdi Kanu and Iboma. It's now about Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience and a captive of the corrupt and morally bankrupt Nigerian system that brought you to power. And I hope you know that that system is rumbling ahead of its dismantling. That system got to be dismantled. So it is in your best interest to let him go and let him go unconditionally. He was kidnapped. He was not arrested. He was kidnapped the same way Umaru Diko was kidnapped in London by the same Muhammadu Buhari, who died like a rat just a few months ago. Yeah. He kidnapped him because of the morbid hate that the Nigerian system has for the Igbo people. The Nigerian system driven by Fulani elites and some of their collaborators from especially the Southwest, from where you come. And you are one of those. Yes. Now, that young man must not die in your custody. I tell you this. Yes, he must not die. If he dies, it's going to be trouble. Nnamdi Kanu must not die in your custody. If he dies in your custody, the consequences are better imagined. So listen to what everybody is telling you now. You see, Nigerians from all across Nigeria are now becoming getting involved. Getting involved. This is beyond troubled by the continued detention of this young man. There's no reason. Who did nothing. And you have terrorists all over Nigeria. And the street still killing Nigerians. indiscriminately. Bello Truji is killing Nigerians. And the other one who has been killing Nigerians in Kastima. And the Nigerian army has not been able to find them since 2 years. Are sitting down and negotiating with him. Yes. That's crazy. That is that's the type of Nigeria that we have, that we don't want anymore. We must dismantle that Nigeria. Playing a pharaoh. Yes. And have continued to hold a man who did something. Nothing. A man who did nothing. Now, what explanation are you going to give for freeing 175 mostly deadly criminals, including those who sold drugs in commercial quantities, like you, Bola Tinubu? So it's a pro-drug government. And jailed for selling drugs in commercial quantity. Mr. Bola Tinubu. A woman who murdered her husband, capital, that is supposed to be facing capital punishment, and many others who murdered people, you set them free. On what ground? Because it's a criminal. So, it's a government, a government of criminality. Yes. This is not an appeal. I can't be appealing to an illegal president. To you. Yes. And I don't know why some people are staging a protest, marching to Aso Rock. That's a joke. It's a piece of shit protest. Political capital out of this. Absolutely. This is a matter of conscience. Bola Tinubu has no conscience. Drug dealers don't have conscience. Yes. Yes. It is sad that we are where we are with Nigeria. Do you really have conscience? No, it doesn't. If you could give clemency to those who wrecked their state treasuries, yes, and rendered unborn generations hopeless before they were born, you have no reason to continue to hold this Nnamdi Kanu in captivity. Let him go now, and don't let him die in custody. Because the consequences will be grave. Thank you. All right. I hope Bola Tinubu hears, because he's pushing Nigeria to the precipice, and it's not looking good. That armed armed insurrection, yes, and an armed struggle will perhaps solve the problem of Nigeria. I don't see an election solving this election conducted by criminals. You see Bello Truji, a man who has been murdering people in great numbers. He's running the streets. And a man who raised his finger to ask a question, why is my country being run like this, is in jail. No, that's not the type of Nigeria that I want to be from. Thank you very much to all those who joined this short stream. We look forward to seeing you. And this is just a very short one. We didn't need to stretch it. Want to pass the message directly, and I'm happy that we passed it. If you have not liked our channel, please just take a minute. Make us happy. Put a like, and then share this message. You are a Nigerian, share it until it gets to every Nigerian. So our conscience will be, stirred. This is a moment to ask ourselves questions. Why are we Nigerians? Why are we Nigerians? Why are we in one Nigeria when some of our people are ailing, and then we are celebrating, when a whole part of our country has been taken over by terrorists, like you saw here? Nobody should be happy to be from that type of a country. Bye for now. I love you guys, and I thank all of you for your support always. Bye bye.